Welcome to Path to Wholeness, your journey back to your true self. Here, we explore meditation, energy, and awareness to help you live with more clarity, alignment, and well being. Today's episode is a little different. We're bringing something that is both fun and really important. We're going to be talking about spiritual beliefs, the things we hear, the things we're told, and the things that aren't always as true as they sound. So today we're doing a mix of true and false and Q&A, breaking down common misconceptions around spirituality, energy protection, chakras, and healing. Because the goal here is not to dismiss spirituality, it's to bring clarity to it. There are many beliefs that can actually create fear, confusion, or even dependency, instead of helping you feel grounded, empowered, and connected to yourself. In this episode, we're answering your question, sharing different perspectives, and helping you understand how to approach your spiritual journey in a more balanced and realistic way. And of course, I'm here with Thaisa Clapham, meditation coach and author, to bring both the spiritual and the grounded perspective into this conversation. So let's get to it. And I want to thank everyone that sent us questions. So we can ask Thaisa today and we will have a discussion about these questions. So I will start with the first question that I received from our viewers. If you're spiritual, you should always feel peaceful. What do you think about that one?
Oh, first I'd like to open with a disclaimer that Buddha taught us, doubt everything, then doubt the doubt. So we are just offering some perspectives here. That doesn't mean we own the truth, and people should always doubt what we are saying and then doubt the doubt. Okay, that's just a disclaimer. So the question is, if we're spiritual,
you should always feel peaceful.
I wish. Unless we're always spiritual beings, because my belief, my viewpoint is that we come from the unmanifested to the manifested. So we come from the spiritual realm. So we're always spiritual beings anyhow. However, we are here into this beautiful place called Earth, and we experience different varieties of experiences. So our true nature is peace. However, we have many entanglements, many identifications with different things, with, for example, our thoughts, our emotions. So we get entangled with them, and we lose the sense of who we truly are. Mm-hmm. So yes, the peace is there, but it's covered by all this noise, by living in this beautiful, challenging planet. So what are your thoughts, Angelica?
I work a lot with the nervous system, and I feel that when we are grounding ourselves in a regular basis with meditation, mantras, we can achieve an inner peace that will help us to find peace around us. So spirituality can take us to an inner peace state. And I feel like once we practice that, it helps us a lot. So I don't say 100% that when you're spiritual, you have peace everywhere, but at least finding that inner peace, I think that it helps to deal with the day-to-day, life. And I like to think that, finding that balance in the inside will reflect in the outside.
I think the true masters, like for example, Jesus is one of them. I believe he is established. He's so much established in his divinity, in his being, that he can reach that state. But me, I'm far from it. So I'm going to feel the fluctuations of my mind. I'm going to feel sometimes not as peaceful, but I believe peace is our true nature because we are from, in essence, from a spiritual being having a human experience. However, this is challenging. We have to pay our bills, we have to find jobs, we have to take care of our kids. We have so many roles we play, and we get entangled with those roles. So we feel like drawn to different directions. And that can be challenging. However, if you find your center is peaceful.
Yes,
So
exactly.
I believe always go back to your center, and the heart chakra is the bridge between the lower chakras and the upper. That doesn't mean one is better than another. It's just the bridge. So go back to your heart, not as the seat of your passions. Because like a teenager, that he can say like, I'm in love, my heart is pumping because I see my loved one. No, not that heart I'm talking about. I'm talking about your spiritual center, your heart lotus. Then it's peaceful. So when life pulls you in different directions, you can lose your true sense of being who you truly are. But when you go back to your center, you can find your peace. But doesn't mean it's an acquired,
Exactly.
established,
Yes.
not for us, human mortals, but for a person like an enlightened being. I believe they can reach and be established in that state. Us, we're gonna go in and out, in and out. We're gonna lose ourselves, and then we go back, we go lose, and then go back. So that's what I believe. But again, doubt everything and doubt the doubt. So I don't own the truth. Look for your own truth in your center.
Exactly.
Okay. We have one more question here that we received from the viewers.
Yes. Healing means you will never get triggered again.
Oh, what do you think?
If it was that easy. Well, I think we have many triggers that we work through during our lifetime. I think that it's not that easy of saying, oh, I'm spiritual and I'm going to work on this for a few months and then, it's all said and done. I think it's a journey, and it's a journey that takes time. But I think that what I will say to people is that as you take the steps, every step that you take, it makes you feel better. So don't be discouraged thinking that, oh, it's going to take so much time, I don't even want to try to do it. But it really, the process, it starts peeling the layers of the onion, as you say.
Yeah, I think the journey is the journey into healing, is the path to wholeness. So you go one step at a time, and your life is your journey. Your life is your mission. So like Gandhi again, be the light you want to see in the world. So be that. So there's no quick fix, no instant course for illumination. We are not going to become avatars through one weekend or 1 hour meditation. It's a journey. So, and every day I see expansion of consciousness as going in a spiral. So we evolve, we evolve, we evolve. We go maybe to the same point because life is cyclical. So we go to that point, but we respond different. And that's how we know we heal that part. We heal that layer. And then we go to a different layer. We are made of many layers, and we keep healing and healing and keep evolving. As long as you're going through life and learning from the experiences and evolving with them, then I believe you are growing and evolving. And that's our journey here. Our journey is to evolve. We don't come here we're not tourists. We're here to learn and to evolve, to get out better than we came in.
Exactly.
To become a better, more grounded, and to serve humanity. That's how I see. And to have values and virtues, and to contribute to leave humanity an inch better just because you were in it. To add to life. That's how I see it.
Yeah, no, and I share that expression as well. I think that we come here to live this experience, to learn from it, to evolve, and to leave something in this planet.
Even it's an age. Remember that there was a story that it's an old story, very common one. There was a man looking at a boy, and this boy is throwing the starfish back into the ocean, and this man asks the boy that he's naively throwing back that starfish back to the, and said, why are you doing this? There's so many starfishes out there. Why are you doing one starfish? Why? It's not going to make any difference. And so the boy had that starfish in his hand and said, for this one makes a difference. So we see,
That's beautiful.
we don't think, oh, it's just, I'm so little. And we are. But a millimeter, an inch that we make that contribution to humanity, to that starfish, it saves that starfish. So for that one, it matters. So we all want to be that contributor to humanity, to become better. And that's how I want to live life, to know that I contributed.
That's beautiful. I think that that it really shows people that your actions are meaningful, and then you can change, the world around you. Another question that we received: do you need to cover your belly button so negative energy doesn't enter?
Oh, that's a lot of people do that, and I
Yes,
confess,
yes.
I did it.
I did it too. I did it too.
Okay, so that's the Manipura chakra, the navel chakra. This is a very important chakra because we exchange energy. So we are always exchanging energy with the environment. So yes, we can walk into a room and feel negative energy, and we also can come out of a room feeling very positive, very enlightened, a sense of expansion. However, just let's think about it. Chakras, they are located on your subtle body, your body of energy. The Band-Aid is located on your physical body. So if you put a Band-Aid on your physical body, it's not going to help your energetic body. So the best way to protect from energy work, negative,
The environment.
the best way to protect from negative energy is to work on yourself, to do the inner journey, to observe your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and to be in alignment, to cultivate good, noble thoughts, thoughts of unity, fraternity, altruism, that and actions in alignment with those thoughts. That's the best way to protect from negative energy, and acts of kindness. That is an amazing protection. To work on yourself, that's the best way. But I have students that ask me these questions and they still want to do it. Because the mind is everything. So if you believe that's going to protect you, but it doesn't make any sense. One is on the physical level, one is on the subtle level. So one doesn't interfere with another. The best way is to work on yourself from inside out. That's the best way, because energy, they attract they resonate with you.
Exactly.
So if you are in the same vibration with that energy, then it's gonna affect you. But if you're, in a different dimension of vibration, it's just, if the ball is not your height, it's not gonna hit you.
Yep.
So that's how I see it.
Yeah, and I think that's something that I learned as well with the vibration, because when you have negative thinking, then it brings your vibration down. And with that, then you are more susceptible to these energies. And that was the work that I practiced on myself, and it helped a lot. And the other thing that I did as well was being sovereign. And I think that's something that I've been learning in this lifetime, to be sovereign and, having boundaries, learning to love myself, more than I love others. And I think that was an important thing for me in the practice. And it really takes away that negative energy, because sometimes we love so much and we want to help so much that we think more of others than thinking about ourselves. and then we get mixed up into situations that we shouldn't be in.
Yeah, I agree. Even in the airplane emergencies, they say put the mask. In the case of emergency, put the mask first on you, then you help another person. Because if you cannot breathe, you cannot help another person. So yes, take care of you. And a lot of people too, like sometimes they help people, but not from a place of unity. They help people from a place of being broken. So they're needy. They want to help, or because they want to manipulate you, or they want to have some level of control of you, or because they are helping you with one hand and expecting to receive in another hand. So when you are helping somebody, when you are available to somebody, be established in your being, come from a place of unity, to be in a state of internal coherency, and then you can help. And that's a practice in yoga that is called karma yoga. So yoga without any attachment. I just do it because of my level of consciousness. And I believe on that, on karma yoga, that I do without expecting anything in return. Because like I always joke, expectation equals frustration. If you're doing something for somebody from not being whole with yourself, from a place of, I need a retribution, I need somebody to give me something back, that's not true giving. That's private investing. I invest on you because you're going to give me something back. So we have a joke. It's called credit karma. So yeah,
So good.
I do something good, an action that is good, but I want some good back to
Yeah.
me. So it's credit karma.
That's a
so
good one.
we want to do the karma yoga. Do from a place of union inside of you, thoughts, emotions, and a place of goodness. Then is the true action. That's how I see it.
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful thing, and I love the way
The credit karma.
That's great.
Yeah. I didn't create that. My favorite philosopher teacher, she's the one that created it, and I love it. It's almost like credit karma. I give with one hand, but I expect in another.
That's
It's private investing.
Okay, next one. If one chakra is blocked, your whole life will fall apart. Is that true or false?
False. No, it just means like each chakra correlates, even though it's in the subtle body, it correlates to a physical part of your body. So no, it means just pay attention to that part. And I have like some self-inquiry questions to ask. For example, if you're feeling insecure about money, so it's your root chakra. So you probably very fearful about your survival needs. So there are like questions to ask yourself and to silence and sit in meditation and allow the answers to come to you. Or you can be emotion, but internally you can ask those questions. So if you're feeling so fearful that I might lose my job, so my root chakra might be blocked and not in alignment. So silently ask the questions. And there are some cue questions that might lead you to get better answers. What's going on inside of me? Because people don't even know. They feel stuff, they feel trigger. We talked about triggers before, and they don't even know. They're angry. Why am I angry? Maybe because I'm fearful I might lose my job and my root chakra gets blocked and unbalanced. So always be attentive to what is going on inside of you. Always ask questions, and the answers will come to you. Might not be at that moment, but you might pass a conversation in the street. Somebody will say something that's your answer.
Yeah, it just hits you like
And
a bucket
exactly.
of cold water. That's how
Yeah.
it feels.
I have a joke that when the universe whispers to you, but when you don't listen, they shout. The universe shouts. Yes,
That is true.
Yes. So yeah, just do the inner work, and there is always ways to ground you. For example, if your root chakra is unbalanced, like walking in nature, there's like some breathing techniques, but grounding is perfect. Walking in nature, or even feeling connected right here, right now. Bring your awareness back to this moment, to this time, to here, and grounds you. Because we get like, and then our minds, we are time travelers. We are time travelers. So just the fear I might lose my job, then your child's gonna be starving to. So that's how our mind goes.
Projection.
Yeah, projections. And then when you see you in the future, and then you create this catastrophic situations that never happen.
Yep.
That never happen.
We live in our mind in the future instead of
in the
present.
past.
Or in the past.
Yes.
Yes.
So we ruminate about the past, so we project our anxieties about the futures. And then who is living our life in the present moment?
Yeah.
So we live on autopilot. So we're not truly present. We're not awake. We're not aware. And so our job is to be here now. That's it. Yeah. And allow life to unfold, because we have all these conceptions in our minds. That's what I was talking before. How life should be, how people should say, so we create all these scripts. We control, we play God.
Yeah, exactly.
We play God. We know all the answers. We know how should people say and answer, and how life should unfold. And we just misses life. Life goes by.
And I want to add something, that we have great meditations on our YouTube channel. So if you want to keep your chakras in alignment, or if you feel that one of your chakras is out of balance, you can go there and you can do specific meditations for each chakra. And I think that will help you kind of like put your mind into just that area and bring into the present moment. And then maybe some clarity will come to you about what the problem is, so you can release it.
Yeah, there is a statement that says energy flows where attention goes. So once your attention goes to that part of your life, for example, I feel ungrounded, I feel insecure, I feel anxious, I feel fearful about my survival. So you bring your energy there, and then you can have mantras, you can work with crystals. Remember, crystals is outside in. You have to do the job. You can't put a crystal on your root chakra, for example, and then still be nurturing the feelings and all the emotions of feeling afraid, insecure, and anxious. The work is inside out, and the crystals will help you. But you have to meet. You can't, I mean, some people want magic. Okay, I'll go there. Angelica is a Reiki master. She'll heal me. No, you're responsible for your life.
Exactly.
And that's how I see it. Like, you don't transfer your inner power to somebody else.
Exactly.
Don't ever do that. You have the inner power to create. We're co-creators of our lives. Don't transfer your responsibility to heal you. To be responsible for your life.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just transfers. You transfer all the responsibility to whoever, or the church, or the priest, or the Reiki master, or the meditation teacher. No, you are part of the process. You are co-creator, and you're a very important part of your healing process.
Yeah, and I can attest to that, because that used to be me. Like you really lose your power. You think that you go to these places where they do energy work and they heal you, and the more you go, maybe they will fix you, or any problems that you have, and really the work has to be done. It's you doing the work, doing it on yourself. You can apply meditation, Reiki, but you can do it yourself. And I think that that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to teach people what we know, so then you can do it yourself. You have the power. You have the power to change your inner state and find harmony and find peace.
Yeah, and your connection is always vertical. It's always connecting to a higher power, whatever name you want to give. God, higher power, absolute, whatever. It doesn't matter. But your connection is always vertical. And of course, we might connect like we are connecting, but always use your discernment. Always connect to vertical connection first, to your source of divinity. And then you can establish horizontal connections, which is us, but never transfer your power to nobody.
Yeah, and that goes back to the sovereignty and, negative energy and all these things. You need to be sovereign. You need to do things yourself. with your own power.
And if something is not right, if your gut, like we talk about the gut, the manipura is also the gut feeling, is your personal power, is like your personal sun, is also a psychic radar. So when I walk into here, we are in this beautiful meditation place, I can perceive this environment through my gut. It's considered like your second brain. So if your gut is telling you something, listen.
Exactly.
It's life whispering to you. So listen. Oh, that doesn't feel right. This environment is not for me. But we sometimes we go to our minds and say, oh, but Angelica is so nice, but I don't feel quite right next to her. So listen to your gut. Like listen to your gut telling you, whispering you a message. You're nice, Angelica. You're very nice.
Thank you everyone for being with us today here in Path to Wholeness. And remember, the journey is not to find a new version of you, it's to find yourself. And listen to your gut, and we will see you on the next episode.
Namaste.
And that's today's episode. We hope this helped you see some of the spiritual beliefs from a more clear and grounded perspective, because the goal is not to follow everything you hear, it's to understand what truly supports your growth. Spirituality is not about perfection, and it's not about finding quick fixes. It's about doing the inner work, developing awareness, and learning how to stay connected to yourself through everyday experience. And most importantly, it's about remembering that your power is within you. You don't need to give that power away to anything or anyone. You are part of your own healing, your own alignment, and your own journey. If this resonated with you, feel free to share with someone who might need this perspective. And if you have questions or beliefs you would like us to talk about, leave them in the comment. We would love to include them in future episodes. Thank you for being here with us on Path to Wholeness. Remember, this journey is not about becoming someone new. It's about returning to who you truly are. Take what resonated, integrate it into your life, and trust your own process. We'll see you on the next episode.